Hello, my dear people. Welcome back to Selena's Corner. I hope you have seen part 1 of this video. If not, then click on this link that you can see on your screen right now. And if you have already studied part 1 of this video, then let's continue. MCQ number 16. What is learning by doing? Option A, activity-based learning. Option B, lecture-based learning. Option C, learning by listening. Or option D, none of the above. The correct answer is activity-based learning. You can understand this by the term learning by doing itself. Question 17. Which is not a characteristic of child-centered education? Option A, engages the student in the learning process. This is like the basic characteristic of child-centered education. Option B, motivates students by giving them some control over the learning processes. Option C, encourages the child to listen passively and learn. Option D, includes explicit skill instruction from the teacher. The meaning of the fourth point is that the teacher teaches the children how different skills like how to solve problems, how to evaluate evidence, etc. She does not assume that these skills the students will just pick up on their own automatically. She gives explicit instructions for them to learn all these skills. So that is the meaning of the fourth point. So the correct answer would be option C. In child-centered education, the child is never passively learning. The child is expected to be active and learn almost on his own with just guidance and encouragement from the teacher. Question 18. Activity-based learning methodology has been taken up by schools under which scheme of the Government of India? Option A, Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalaya. Option B, Right to Education Act. Option C, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Option D, National Program of Education of Girls at Elementary Level. The correct option is option C, Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. Under this scheme, the government has introduced many initiatives and creative methods to bring about changes in teaching methodology for both the teacher and as well as the learner. So some of the elementary schools in different states have taken up the initiative to use ABL in their school. Question 19. Who said a project is a bit of real life that has been imported into the school? Option A, Burton. Option B, J.A. Stevenson. Option C, Ballard. Option D, W.W. Charters. So these words were said by option C, Ballard. Now, there are all these other people have also given definitions for project method, but this particular definition seemed pretty concise and to the point, and it's a little interesting as well. So it seems to be important from the exam point of view. Question 20. Which among the following is a principle of project method? Let's go point wise for this question. Point 1. Principle of purpose. Yes, because the student needs to know the goals or the purpose of learning and only then he gets motivated. So this is provided by project method. Second point, principle of activity. Also yes, um, because when we actively learn something, that learning remains for a long amount of time. Third, principle of experience. Well, experience is the best teacher, and so what we learn through experience is retained for a long amount of time and is understood clearly. Next, principle of freedom. So in project method, the child gets the freedom to do those activities that is decided by him, and it is according to his interests and needs and capabilities. So this is also a principle of project method. Point 5, principle of reality. So life is real and education also needs to be such that it gets us ready for life. So project methods gives us an insight into how to deal with real life situations. Point 6, principle of utility. Now, the knowledge that we learn needs to be useful and practical. So what we learn through project method, we can use in our real life, and that is what is taught via this method. So yes, this is also a principle of this method. Point 7, principle of correlation. In a project method, it is not subject wise. The child uses that means correlates his knowledge of various subjects to solve the problem that he is facing. So yes, correlation is also a principle of project method. And the last point, principle of social experience. As the child is working in groups for a project, mostly he learns how to behave in a social condition, and he being a social being, he needs to know all that. So this is also a principle of project method. Hence our answer will be option D, all of the above. Question 21. Which is not a merit of the project based method? Option A, methodical teaching, that is, all teaching goes on as planned and organized. Option B, dignity of labor. So the child has done all kinds of work from the smallest work to the biggest, and hence dignity of labor is maintained. Option C, problem solving. This forms the base of this method. And option D, based on laws of learning. Laws of learning being law of readiness. So the child is ready to acquire knowledge as he is interested in doing the project because he has chosen it. Second law being law of exercise. So what he learned from that project, he gets to use it as well. So that is law of exercise. And he gets to use it and practice it basically. And law of effect is after or while doing the project and on completion of it, he gets the feeling of satisfaction and happiness. So that is also very important. So according to this explanation, we would know that point A, that is methodical teaching, is something that does not happen in a project based method, because projects can go on for n amount of time. You cannot put a time limit on all the projects, plus one single project cannot cover all the subjects. Thus there are multiple problems that come in between teaching, so you cannot always go according to what you have planned. In fact, teaching becomes quite haphazard. Question 22. What are the demerits of the project-based method? Option A, difficulty of suitable textbooks. Option B, costly. Option C, both A and B. Option D, none of the above. Our correct answer is option C, both A and B. It is costly because it requires a lot of material, expensive material, and it is difficult to find suitable textbooks as well as reference books for projects. Question 23. Balancing a book on their heads or walking backwards are examples of which type of games? Option A, word games. Option B, story games. Option C, physical games. Or option D, theoretical expression games. Answer is option C, physical games. Question 24. Learning through discovery was introduced by dash. I'll tell you the answer straight away. That is option A, Jerome Bruner. He is also considered as the father of discovery learning. Question 25. Learning through discovery is a method of dash. Option A, instruction based instruction. Option B, inquiry based instruction. Option C, both options A and B. Option D, none of the above. The correct answer is inquiry based instruction. Question 26. Which statement is incorrect with regards to learning through discovery? Option A. The learners learn to analyze and interpret the acquired information rather than memorizing correct answers. Option B. The learners learn to combine prior knowledge with new knowledge and connect it to the real world. Option C. The learners learn to focus on finding the right end result. Option D. The learners learn at their own pace and capabilities. Correct answer is the learners learn to focus on finding the right end result. This is incorrect because learning does not occur only when we find the correct answer. It occurs even in failure, and especially discovery learning focuses on learning the new things that we discover through the process and not on the correct result. Question 27. Dash is defined as a learning experience in which students participate in a teacher-controlled interactive process of sharing information and experiences related to achieving an instructional objective. Option A, discussion method. Option B, lecture method. Option C, playway method. And option D, project method. Correct answer is option A, discussion method. Question 28. What habits can be developed by use of discussion method in class? Option A. Students learn to do self-study. Option B. They become capable of collecting information from various sources. Option C. They learn to express their views on certain points and situations. Option D. All of the above. Correct answer is option D, all of the above. Question 29. As a teacher, you will plan a discovery learning experience in which order? Point 1. Record process and results. Point 2. Gather material. Point 3. Select an activity. Point 4. Discuss and review. So our first thing should be select an activity. Second should be gathering material for that activity. Third would be recording the process and all the results. And fourth will be discussing all this and reviewing. So our option should be option 3214, that is option D, in point 3214 order. Last question of the session, question 30. Problem-based learning and simulation-based learning are types of dash. Option A, learning through dialogue, learning through play, learning through discovery, or learning through projects. Both the type of learning have problems to which answers need to be discovered. Thus, answer will be option C, learning through discovery. Thank you guys for watching. Do like and share my video, and share your thoughts with me via comments. Please don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.